Hi, guys. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and in today's video, I will be discussing my thoughts and reaction. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'll be talking about my thoughts and reaction to the recent confirmation, the announcement that was made regarding that Mark Ruffalo will be returning to play the Hulk, aka Bruce Banner, in the upcoming Thor sequel, Thor Ragnarok, due out in theaters November 3rd, 2017. According to multiple sources on the internet and several reports and articles, it is confirmed that Mark Ruffalo is currently in the final stages of negotiation with Marvel, considering how many times he'll have to appear in phase 3 of their universe. And apparently, one of those appearances counts as starring alongside Chris Hemsworth in the upcoming Thor movie. Cool, exciting. This is great. This is really, really great. One of my favorite scenes during the Avengers was not only the whole battle sequence in New York, but specifically Thor and Hulk fighting side by side on top of the Chitauri slug, where Hulk ripped off a piece of its armor, stabbed it in the back, and then Thor, using his hammer and lightning, just impaled it into the back of the creature, killing it. And of course, who can forget the hilarious scene where they're both panting, standing beside each other, and Hulk just punches Thor. Gets me every time. I've seen the movie a billion times, and I still laugh my ass off every time. And Hulk and Thor had some pretty memorable moments in Avengers Age of Ultron as well. And now to see a movie where these two are probably going to be primarily our main characters, or the characters we're going to follow, it's very, very exciting stuff. And now, I was already looking forward to this movie, but now I am really, really looking forward to this movie, knowing that Hulk will be in it. And Mark Ruffalo is such a good actor, and he really nails the Bruce Banner and Hulk personas. It's going to be really exciting. I think it's going to be fun. And then Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel, has said so himself that this film, Thor Ragnarok, will help set up Avengers Infinity War Part 1. Because this movie's coming out November 2017. Avengers Infinity War will come out the following summer, May of 2018. But this movie, regardless of its release date, is going to pave the way for the events of Infinity Wars. So I think we're going to get a lot of juicy details in this movie when it finally comes out. Also confirmed to reappear is Jamie Alexander as Lady Sif, one of Thor's friends and fellow Asgardians. And then, of course, everybody's favorite lovable villain, Loki. Tom Hiddleston will be returning. And for a while there, he was very uncertain and unclear as to what Loki's future was at Marvel, because nobody had talked to him in almost 2 years, I think he said it was, maybe. I mean, the last thing we saw him do was Thor: The Dark World, and spoiler alert, at the end of that movie, we saw that Loki had actually positioned himself under the guise of Odin as lordship over Asgard, and we don't know what happened to Odin. We don't know if he's dead or if Loki imprisoned him, but Loki's posing himself as Odin right now. So how that will play into Thor Ragnarok, I'm sure, will be revealed to us as we learn more and more about the movie. Now, my question is, okay, I mean, I am super pumped and on board with Hulk appearing beside Thor. That's great. That sounds very, very exciting. That sounds like fun. And this isn't the first time that a Marvel character has appeared alongside a featured superhero. I mean, in the Iron Man movies, we had War Machine was there, Rhodey. And then in the Captain America movies, we usually had, Black Widow and Falcon. And then that will definitely be the case in Civil War, regardless on which side Black Widow and Falcon will fall on. They're both going to be very much present in that movie, obviously. And then with other hero franchises, like with Thor, he has his human counterparts, but then he worked with his fellow Asgardians and Loki during Thor: The Dark World, which was a lot of fun, even though we still couldn't trust him at all. It was fun to see those two sort of work together. This is exciting. Another superhero will be appearing alongside Thor in Thor Ragnarok, and it happens to be the Hulk, which is great. I mean, because until the Vision came along with the Maximoff twins, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch, before those three came on board, Hulk and Thor were probably the two on the of the original Avengers roster were the two most physically powerful, strongest members of the team. That's why Thor was the only one who could really take on Hulk in the first Avengers movie, because he was the only one remotely capable of beating him. And that's why he could take Hulk's hits and punches, and why Hulk could take his punches, because Thor is Asgardian, a god basically, and not human. Which brings me to my next question. How will Bruce Banner end up in space? Are we going to get some weird post-credit scene at the end of Captain America Civil War where we see where we see Thor basically carrying off Bruce Banner into outer space without any explanation of any kind, and Bruce Banner's like, what the, Thor, I mean, nice to see you and everything, but what the hell, you just took me out of my exile, what's going on? I need your help. And that's the end of it. You know, what if that's the extent of it? And now a lot of people have been asking why, you know, we have all of the other Avengers appearing in Civil War except for these two, Thor and Hulk. Why won't they? Well, the answer is pretty obvious. I think the timeline during Captain America Civil War and Thor Ragnarok, they are supposed to be happening at the exact same time. Here's Civil War, here's Ragnarok. I think they're going to be overlapping each other. Thor and Hulk are going to be dealing with their own problems in outer space while investigating the Infinity Stones and then this threat to Asgard and the universe as we know it, while these superheroes will have their own problems with each other and conflict will arise amongst them. And Thor and Hulk will just basically be unavailable because they'll be having their own little space adventure, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, before Hulk was even announced or confirmed for the third Thor movie, I'm like, well, Thor's probably not going to be in it because Thor Ragnarok will probably be taking place during Civil War. I mean, yeah, the movies are a year apart from each other, but that's the only way to explain it, at least in my opinion. But overall, I'm very excited and looking forward to seeing Hulk return in Thor Ragnarok and how these two will work together side by side. It will be interesting to see how Bruce Banner, when he's not green and angry, how he'll be able to, if he'll have the physical capability of surviving on Asgard or any other planet. Because Thor is Asgardian, and he does need oxygen to breathe, but at the same time, I think, you know, his physical capabilities are a bit more than a typical human's. So how Bruce Banner is going to adapt to his new surroundings, like literally physically, it'll be interesting to see how they explain that and how he pulls it off. But what's even more compelling is how the hell is Bruce Banner going to end up in outer space in the first place? Is Thor simply going to appear wherever Bruce Banner is hiding, grab him, wave the hammer around, and then shoot them both into outer space back to Asgard? Because that's easy for Thor to do that, and he did it with Jane Foster in Thor the Dark World. He just told her to hang on, she grabbed onto him, and he took them back to Asgard without any problem. Maybe he can do the same thing for Bruce Banner when he's in human form. And I'm sure the Hulk will be more than capable of taking care of himself on hostile remote planets, but how Bruce Banner will handle that will be interesting to see. And why? Why does Thor need Hulk's help specifically? Is Thor aware of the brewing conflict between his allies as they fight each other over this registration act or whatever the reason may be for Civil War happening? And does he know that Hulk is the only one actually available to help him, or does he need Hulk for a specific reason? Now, I am not familiar with the Thor Ragnarok comic book storyline, as some of you might be. And to avoid any potential spoilers, let's not discuss key plot details in the comments and the feedback of this video if you choose to leave any. But I wonder if Hulk does actually appear in that particular storyline and does serve a pretty important purpose. Because according to the announcement, Hulk will have a big, big role to play, a major role, as they said. So overall, excited to hear about this. I'm looking forward to learning more about this movie as we get closer and closer to it. Obviously, 2017 is still quite a bit away, but there's a lot to look forward to between now and then. So I hope you guys are just as excited about this as I am. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing here to the Edward. Don't forget to comment, leave your thoughts and opinions and your feedback down below. Like I said, let's try to keep it spoiler-free regarding the comic book universe. Also, let's be respectful and civil of one another's opinions and beliefs, of course. Don't forget to tune in to AMC tonight for the second episode of Season 6 of The Walking Dead. And of course, don't forget to stay tuned Monday, tomorrow, either during Monday Night Football or just stay on your toes if you're online Monday, because the final trailer for the Force Awakens will be revealed, and hopefully tickets will go on sale the same day. It's a little bit unclear as to whether or not tickets will go on sale, but hopefully they do. So stay on your toes, everybody, and make sure you stay tuned for that trailer and those ticket sales. And I hope you guys love the official poster that I just saw earlier today that my friend sent me. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. Just a beautiful, beautiful poster. In fact, I've still got some space behind my TV there. I think that's where I'll try to put it so it's more out in the open and not to the side. Great poster. So excited about this movie. So excited about all of these movie announcements we've been getting the past couple days, and I hope you guys are too. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great rest of the Sunday, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.